What's up, y'all? It's me, Danny TV, tuning in with a new video for y'all. It's been a while, but I actually want to address some things. And as y'all know, I'll be keeping it 100. And before we get started, make sure you hit that thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I make me a new video. Today's discussion is going to be specifically about Juneteenth and being enslaved. So, if you're not interested in this topic, your best bet is to probably find another topic or probably find something else to speak about. Today is Monday, June 19th, 2023. It is a holiday, I guess you could say. It is Juneteenth, and while I'm speaking, you may hear a lot of popping sounds. You may hear some gunshots. I live in Chicago, and I live in a messed up area of Chicago, so yeah, it's gonna get real hectic throughout the night, and probably while I'm talking and making this video, it's gonna definitely get hectic. People are shooting fireworks, gunshots at the same time, and all you're gonna be hearing probably throughout this video is gunshots, fireworks, the ambulance, the police, and whoever else. So yeah, try to tune that out a little bit and just listen to me. First and foremost, I just want to address something. I do not celebrate Juneteenth, okay? I'll give you the reason in a minute, but I don't celebrate Juneteenth. I don't celebrate any pagan holidays. If you watch my short, then you must know. And that goes for anybody that's in the same boat as me. I don't do any of that like I used to. I hate when people be like, well, what's wrong with you? You was just celebrating stuff like that like a year ago or 2 years ago. Well, that was the old me. And people can change overnight, you know. We just take it one day at a time with our lives, and honestly, I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to show y'all that I'm perfect. I mean, look at me. I'm not in the camera with lashes on, a damn wig, and trying to look good for my video. I actually just decided, I'm just gonna make a video. Anywho, I hate when people try to bring up your past on you. Okay, of course I was celebrating that stuff like a year or two ago. Like I said, that was the old me. The new me, I don't believe in paganism. I'm trying to keep my head on straight. And I must admit that I'm not all the way into the Bible like I used to be, as I should be now. But every morning, my husband gets scripture sent to his phone, and he just reads them aloud, and then we pray together. By the way, a family that prays together stays together. I strongly believe in prayer. I do, because prayer changes things. Anyway, back to my point. I don't celebrate any pagan holidays. I don't celebrate any man-made holidays or anything of that nature. Just because I'm black does not mean that I have to celebrate Juneteenth. For one, people are using the wrong flag to celebrate Juneteenth. They are being led the wrong way and still being lied to, even through this man-made holiday. That's number one, okay? Get it together, black people. If you think you're doing something, you ain't. If you think you're doing something right, you ain't. You got on the wrong colors, by the way, and you're using the wrong freaking flag. I'm gonna try my hardest not to curse y'all. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, the reason why I don't celebrate Juneteenth, y'all really want to know? First and foremost, if the slaves were freed June 19th, 1865, right? Why is this just now being made into a federal holiday 165 years later? On June 19th, 2021, Juneteenth was made into a holiday, pretty much worldwide. At first, the holiday was in Texas only. Or, if I'm not mistaken, hey, listen, I gotta do a little bit more research. But if I'm not mistaken, it was Texas and like a couple other states. But Juneteenth is now a federal holiday around the world. And a lot of black people are still being misled into this lie to this day. Because one minute they're being told that this is a holiday for specifically African Americans. The next minute they're being told that this is a holiday to be celebrated for our ancestors that were freed from slavery. So can I ask y'all a question? Do you really feel like our ancestors were freed from slavery on June 19th, 1865? Because on June 19th, 1865, they may have escaped slavery and made it to freedom. But guess what? They were still offered job positions to care for their family. Like I told y'all gonna hear some ambulance in the background. I ain't even bullshitting you. You're gonna hear this probably throughout this video. But I just don't get it, because we celebrating our ancestors supposedly being freed from slavery, right? But how do we know they were really freed from slavery? People have been enslaved in the mind, and it's been an optional thing. And people been working 9-to-5 jobs for many, many years. They finally decided to give us a holiday to get us to shut the hell up, because people been talking about reparations and whatnot. So it's like, oh, you want to keep talking about reparations? Nah, we ain't giving you no reparations, but we'll get y'all ass a holiday. Forget it. We got you. 165 years later. Meanwhile, other folks, if you know what I mean, they got a holiday, and they been had a holiday. July 4th. You got so let me just say it. You got Independence Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Cinco de Mayo. And most Hispanics don't even celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It really only be like a specific state that really do it. But like on Cinco de Mayo Day, I never really see a lot of Hispanics in Chicago celebrating that BS. They don't even really, one thing, so let me tell y'all something. On Cinco de Mayo Day, there was this Hispanic guy that was actually changing our flat tire. We asked him, we said, hey, do you know what today is? He said, yeah, Cinco de Mayo. So we asked him, do he celebrate it? He said, no. So we said, why you don't celebrate? He said, because I don't know what that bullshit is. And he barely spoke English. And he kept it 100. And he said, I don't know what that bullshit is. I'm not going to celebrate something I don't know about. And I don't know why these people out here celebrating that stuff. People are literally still to this day in society being misled. And I'm going to be honest with you. It ain't even just African Americans. It's all walks of life. You got people of different races that literally sit here and don't even know what they celebrating, but they celebrating something just because their family does it, and it's a traditional thing throughout the family, and they want to follow the tradition. They want to follow what their friends do. They afraid of judgment. See, that's the thing. People be afraid of judgment. Why is you worried about what the next person gonna say about you because you decided you don't want to celebrate that? BS. I call BS. That's why I don't celebrate anything with no man-made anything. For one, it ain't in the Bible. Where in the Bible does it say we must celebrate Mother's Day? Where in the Bible does it say we should celebrate Christmas? Where in the Bible does it say we should celebrate any of this? Easter. This stuff is man-made, and people, the only reason why I'm saying that is to this day, people don't even know that stuff is man-made. You got kids are innocent, And they don't even know. They really feel like December 25th is Jesus' birthday. For instance, myself, I really used to think that. Until I started to really like open up my eyes and realize that I was pretty much being lied to my whole entire life. And I thank the Lord for Stephen Darby. Pastor Stephen Darby has helped me to transition my life around for the better. Like I told y'all, I used to believe in paganism. I used to believe in trying to satisfy my kids' every needs and buy them Christmas gifts and stuff like that. I used to believe in stuff like that. I used to believe in Halloween. I used to really try to do this for the satisfaction of my children, to make them happy. Meanwhile, they really didn't even know anything about this. Coming on this earth, they are innocent. They don't know anything about this stuff unless you teach them, and unless they see the tradition and how to follow it. I really used to wear nails all the time. I used to keep lip gloss on all day, which, I mean, I don't have a problem with putting on lip gloss and chapstick and stuff like that. But, like, I used to wear, lashes. I used to wear wigs all the time. But I started to realize that that is a sin. To literally wake up every single day and put that stuff on or whatever, go to bed with that stuff on, is a sin. It's a sin. But all in all, though, y'all, I'm making this video to say, like, I don't celebrate Juneteenth. And I got people that really got a problem with that. How do you have a problem with my beliefs? How do you have a problem with what I believe in? What I believe in is what you believe. What I believe in is what I believe in. What you believe in is what you believe in. Then you got people out here sitting up there talking about you trying to force your beliefs on people. I don't force my beliefs on people. I'ma just be flat out with you and just let you know, like, what you're celebrating is a bunch of BS. Because y'all sit here, y'all say, race is this, race is that, the white man, right? But guess what? The white man made that holiday for y'all. The white man is the reason why y'all ass is out here right now popping fireworks. Why y'all ass being misled. Why y'all ass got on the wrong colors, wearing the wrong colors. Why y'all ass out here across the street having big ass parties and stuff, talking about happy Juneteenth. Why y'all ass got big ass flags hanging from y'all cars. The white man is the reason why your ass got a big ass flag in front of your door talking about happy Juneteenth. Let's celebrate our ancestors. I've seen about 4 of those flags today on people's doorsteps. It's crazy. Chicago is, and look, pardon me, because I don't know what they're doing in these other states. They probably doing the same damn thing, brainwashed in the mug. But I'm sorry. Let me kind of rephrase myself, because it may be someone that's looking at this video that actually sat up there and celebrated Juneteenth, and that actually wants to learn something and that want to change, they transition themselves to be a better person and not celebrate stuff like this. So let me try to calm myself down. At the end of the day, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Y'all are being led the wrong way. You don't have to celebrate that. You don't. Trust me. You ain't celebrated it all this time. Why wait until June 19, 2021 and more years to come to finally celebrate it, and then try to like coerce your kids into doing it with you? That's not right. And I'm not gonna force my beliefs. Hey, you can do whatever you want to do, but hopefully you can wake up from that. Another thing I want to say, I don't even think this video is gonna be that long. But another thing I want to say is it's probably bugs and stuff getting into my drink, y'all. Um, 9 to 5 jobs. You celebrating Juneteenth, right? For our ancestors. And some of y'all are being led the wrong way to believe that this is us being freed from slavery, period. Like, okay, so if you think that way, right, and you feel like Juneteenth is us being freed from slavery, why would you go to work the next day and work a 9 to 5 job, right? Tire yourself out. For instance, say for instance, you're getting paid $20 an hour and you got to work 6 days a week and you get paid every 2 weeks. Every time you get your check, what does your check go to? Bills, 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 bills. And guess what? You can't be late for them bills. You can't do that. If you behind on your bills because your check was short, they're going to cut your gas off. Okay? Or your landlord might try to go for getting you an eviction notice and getting you kicked up out of your apartment. Or giving you a 5 days notice and telling you, or adding on extra to your rent and telling you that you need to pay more, which is actually putting you in more debt. Like, do y'all think about stuff like this? There's people out here that I know that has actually chose to be homeless because they don't want to keep working a 9 to 5 job. There's people out here that has chose to be homeless because they don't want to keep working a 9 to 5 job their whole entire life, getting paid every 2 weeks, and their money is pretty much being snatched from them because, for one, they're taking out taxes on your check. Okay, you work, I'm talking about you work every day of your damn life. You've been working, for instance, you've been working for 10 years straight, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You've been putting in 40 hours a week plus overtime just to not be able to pay all of your bills and be behind on one of them, just to try to make a sacrifice and say, you know what, I'll pay that bill later. I need to do something for myself. You can't even do that because your mindset is, damn, I gotta pay these bills. I gotta pay these bills. You are working to pay their asses. When are you gonna get it through your head that you ain't working for yourself and to take care of yourself and to make sure that you can have self-care time? You ain't gonna be able to do that. Hell, there's people out here that can barely buy their kids some damn Pampers because they have a mindset of, I need to go to work so I can pay these bills. Bills, 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 bills is on your mind every day. I know people right now, literally, I'm about to go to sleep because I got to get up and go to work in the morning so I can pay these bills. And damn, I don't feel like going to work. Well, don't go. Don't go, damn it. What's wrong with y'all, man? When are y'all going to realize that you are pretty much enslaving yourself? When are y'all going to realize that slavery was never over with? They slaving everybody. It don't matter what race you is. You get enslaved, honey. It don't matter. You going to work to pay their asses. You going to work to pay them. When are y'all going to realize that this whole system and life itself is a real finesse? Everything that's been put here is been sabotaged and manipulated. And we are not supposed to be working for this. God created the heavens and the earth. And he created nature. And no, he did not create bad nature. Okay? Half of this stuff was manipulated. Nature, half of nature was manipulated by man. And it still is right now to this day. These people decided to build things and make you work for it. That's not how life is supposed to go. We ain't supposed to be working. We ain't supposed to be working for this. How evil is that? Y'all ain't doing nothing for the people, man. Y'all ain't trying to make sure everybody good out here. Y'all trying to make sure that people just suffer their whole entire lives. You got people that sit up here and die behind these jobs just because they want to keep their job. They don't want to get fired. They will literally tire themselves out. The light went off, so hopefully y'all can see me good enough. Let me try to turn up my brightness. Oh yeah, that's as good as it go. You got people that literally will fuck themselves. I try not to curse. You got people out here that will sit up here and mess themselves up just to keep their job. I know people that has broke their arms, their legs, injured themselves on a job. I know a lady that was working on her job for 12 years, and she fell down a flight of stairs, busted her head open, and had to get rushed to the hospital and get a metal plate put in her head and got all her hair shaved off. And then she went on leave. She damn near didn't survive. She went on leave, and she filed a lawsuit to get a settlement check from her job. All this for a job. All of it for a job. People will literally break their necks. Literally break their neck to keep their job. I hear about people getting killed on their way to work. I hear about people getting killed at work. Like, bro, let me tell you something. You only get one life to live. You can't live your whole life working. You can't. If you watching this video right now and you decide, look, man, I'm quitting my job tomorrow. I ain't doing this no more. Hey, kudos to you. I really feel like people shouldn't be out here stressing themselves out. And if you don't know where to go from there, the Most High will lead you. Trust me. God got you. Trust me. I've been there. I sat up there and worked and decided, like, man, what am I doing this for? It don't even make sense to do this right now. It was mentally stressing me out. It was physically stressing me out. I'm not about to tear my ligaments and my body up to keep a job that don't even care about me. A job that'll replace me soon as I say I'm in the hospital. You in the hospital? You can't come to work? No, I can't come to work. I'm sick. I'm in the hospital. Oh, well, you need to get replaced. Damn, I've been on this job for 5 years. Just an example. I'm just saying. But back then I did realize that, I'm doing all this for no reason. Because it was times where I couldn't even pay my bills, man. It was times where I had to reach out to other people for help. And I ain't had nothing but $20 left over. We be literally out here slaving ourselves. And then y'all sitting up here talking about Happy Juneteenth. How? I'm so confused. What kills me the most though is people out here popping fireworks. They literally across the street, down the street, I'm talking about all throughout this neighborhood, they having get-togethers and picnics and barbecues. All the kids outside, they popping the fireworks with them. They riding their bikes, barbecue, just doing everything under the sun, right? Talking about Happy Juneteenth. And y'all about to go get y'all butts up early in the morning, take y'all kids to daycare or summer camp or whatever, and go y'all behinds straight to work and work a job that's gonna tire your ass out, and work a job that you don't even want to go to. After you done set up here and celebrated this stuff the whole weekend. I don't think your ancestors will be proud of you if they see you doing this right now. Since it's, oh, let's celebrate our ancestors escaping slavery. I don't think our ancestors will be proud of us celebrating Juneteenth. I mean, from every angle, it's kind of like the 4th of July outside right now. From every angle, you got this way, that way, that way, that way. Everybody is out here popping fireworks. I mean, me personally, it's annoying. They before Juneteenth even started, they have been popping fireworks since May. Since May. It's ridiculous, man. The mindset that people have, the brainwashing, the being misled in society in the year 2023 and still not waking up and realizing, like, damn, I've been lied to my whole life, and now you're 62 years old and you still don't get it. You know what? I feel bad for people. I feel bad for people that has lived their whole life being lied to and sheltered and manipulated to the point where they never understood society and still don't to this day, and they're elderly. That's not good, because you're raising up another generation to make them be brainwashed, and that generation is raising up this generation of kids that are extremely brainwashed. And it's going to continue on. The cycle is going to continue because y'all don't want to change. But if you're looking at this video, hopefully you can really understand that it ain't even worth it. It ain't worth really slaving yourself in that. And no, I'm not trying to influence people to quit their jobs or nothing like that, because if you feel like you really need to work, go right ahead. But if you feel like that you tired of this and you just ready to stop, you ready to give up and quit, people fail to realize, people don't tell other people that giving up is not always a bad thing. It depends on the situation. Like, if you feel like, man, I'm so sick of this job, man, I'm tired of them, I give up on this, I'm done with this, and you've been working for a long time, or even if you've been working for 3 days, even if you've been working for a couple months and you just sick of it, and you have the mentality to not be enslaved in the mind, and you just know that it's not for you, hey, cut it out. Don't force yourself to do nothing. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head or nothing like that. I feel like you only get one life to live, and at that point you should really, had to cut the light back on, and at that point you should really just let it go and let God. I've done it, and it'll get hard, but it's gonna get hard before it can get easy. Trust me, it's gonna get hard before it can get easy, and God will lead the way, and He'll give you the strength to carry on. This stuff, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. You get one life. One life. You do not want to live your life working for the rest of your life. Like I said, you're working for them, and at the end of the day, they taking taxes out of your check, leaving you barely with nothing, right? Then when income tax time come, you either owe them or you barely getting anything. And then they want to take all day to give you your income tax check. And then you got student loans or other legal places that wants to take your income tax check. I mean, they be money hungry for real. And then you set up here and you worked 40 years straight, finally decide to retire, and you ain't even got enough to saved up to be able to retire. You barely getting anything on your retirement check, and you still struggling. So tell me, what is it really worth? What is it really worth? I'm so tired of people making an excuse like, well, I gotta take care of my kids. Well, I gotta pay bills. Well, I gotta. Hey, listen, it's a way around it. Trust me. Trust me. I made it through, kids and all, without working. And God has came through a few times for me while I was down and out. Like I said, I'm not trying to convince anybody to stop their job if you working a job. If you feel like, or I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad for working. If you feel like you gotta work and that's what you must do, hey, feel free to go ahead. Do what you do. But like I said, to those of y'all that's watching this video and y'all feel like, you know what, I've been thinking this anyway. You know what, she right, man. I ain't gonna lie, like, I just want to stop. Just stop. Stop forcing yourself. It's people out here that's really forcing themselves to work. And then they do stuff like this. They wait a whole year later and start celebrating Juneteenth. Talking about freedom. Freedom. When was we ever free? When was the slaves ever free though? I mean, physically, they probably was free. Yeah, they escaped to freedom physically, but guess what? They were still enslaved in the mind. And most of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, most of those ancestors of ours still did not realize that they were being enslaved in the mind, because people were getting brainwashing. I ain't gonna say that right, but people were getting brainwashed damn near their whole lives, all the way until they were 6 feet under. That's how much they never understood. But I'm about to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, I'm not trying to force anything on anybody, force my beliefs on nobody. I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad for what they're doing. Ain't nobody perfect out here, but hopefully this video reaches those who actually want to transition their lives and turn themselves around for the better. Other than that, I'm gone, y'all, and continue to tune in to my channel and watch more videos. Alright, y'all.